Hey, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to ring that bell. Because if you ring that bell, you get all my videos as soon as they come out. This is more than just a recipe. I got to talk to you about something very important. I met this lady. This lady has a son. And her son's name is Tristan. Hey, Tristan, how you doing? And she told me that Tristan loves to cook. That's fantastic. And I'll tell you why. First of all, Tristan, young man, starting his life out right. Starting his life out good and healthy. Why? Because he loves to cook. And that means he's not a prisoner to processed foods. Processed foods, high in fat, right? High in sodium, high in sugar. You don't have to eat that way. Now, if you cook yourself, and to cook yourself means you have to love to cook, because it takes some effort. Tristan, you're okay. Now I have a special recipe for you. Pizza. Listen, pizza's not like a terrible food if you make it yourself, because all the ingredients are natural and good, and it's delicious, and you can make it vegan. That's fantastic. Let's get cooking. Okay, so today's pizza is going to be a little special, right? I can't compete with these pizzeria pizzas, the Neapolitan pizzas. Very delicious. They have special ovens for that. Very hot ovens, very good ovens. Some of them even burn coal, like 1200 degrees or more. That's fantastic. I don't have that. I have a regular oven. Hey, $600 from Sears. Fantastic. So, I have to make something different, something special. How about a pan pizza? I love pan pizzas. I love the dough. It's like a sweet, rich dough. Fantastic. Then you fill it. It's like a meal inside the pizza. Woo! That's wonderful. Let's get cooking. All right, so we start with water. I got 1.25 cups of water. And this is going to be the dough. Okay, then I have the yeast. I'm using dried yeast. That's fine. Actually, I need 2¼ teaspoons. Or you can use one of those envelopes. One of those envelopes, that's 2¼ teaspoons. Or you can measure out 2¼ teaspoons. The option is yours. Okay, I'm going to mix this up to dissolve this yeast. I'm going to add a tablespoon of sugar and just 1/4 cup of flour. And mix that all together. Hey, I'm going to let this yeast sit and activate for 5 minutes. You see my thumb in there? 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, you should see little bubbles. Works good. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add 2 cups of flour. 1, 2. Then we're going to add 1/2 cup of yellow cornmeal. 1/2 cup of yellow cornmeal. That's going to give it a nice sweetness, nice flavor. 2 teaspoons salt. And then 1/2 cup of corn oil. That's going to give it a nice tenderness to this dough. And we're going to mix this all together. It's going to come together like a loose kind of a dough. I'm going to put some flour right on the table over here. Maybe 1/4 cup of flour. Nice. I'm going to put this dough right on top of that flour. Ooh, that's a nice dough. And we're going to knead this dough, and we're going to keep adding flour until this dough is nice and smooth and beautiful. It's going to take about 5 minutes. I keep kneading it in the flour, and then the dough will get a little sticky. I'll add a little more flour. Once this dough absorbs all the flour on this table, that's good. You can see how I do this, right? It's like oblong, so I fold it in half, push with the palm of my hands. Fold it over, push the palm of my hands. Then I turn it so it's facing me again. Fold it over and push it, fold it over and push it. Hey, look, there's no more flour on the table. Yeah, nice sprinkling of flour. Hey, if you have a mixing machine with a dough, you can do that too. That's okay. You put it in the machine for about 5 minutes or so. Okay. It's nice and smooth. I roll into a ball. Hey, that dough looks pretty good. It's got some nice gluten. Like if you push it down the middle, that comes back a lot. So it's got some good gluten. It's a nice dough. Okay, here's what we got to do with that. Okay, I take a bag. I open it up nice. And I pour about 2 tablespoons of corn oil in there. Then I mush it around like that. Mush it around. There you go. And I put the dough in there. Get that corn oil all over the dough. Here's my secret. I gather up the bag right at the end of the dough. And I move my hand all the way to the end of the bag like that. So you have all this bag over here. I make a knot at the end of the bag. So I have all this space over here because the dough is going to expand. So I need the space to let the dough expand. Now I take this dough, I put it in the refrigerator. Hey, I'm going to take this dough and put it in the refrigerator. You know why? I want to do things easy, man. Take the dough, throw it in the refrigerator. Tomorrow, I'm going to make the pizza nice and fresh. Absolutely. It grows in the refrigerator nice and slowly. When it does that, you get a better character in your dough. It's all about character, baby. It's all about character. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got stuff to do. I'll catch you later. Hey, Tristan, don't forget. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Hey, I'm back. I'm brighter than ever. I changed my shirt. I got a haircut. A lot of things happen overnight. It's fantastic. Hey, Tristan, you still with us? Wonderful. And all you other guys and gals, listen, pizza's fantastic. If you make it yourself, it's better because you control the ingredients, and that's what it's all about. Hey, you see the dough grew a little bit. That's good. It's supposed to. Oh, this is my special pizza pan for pan pizza, okay? It's nice because it's just good for 2 people for dinner. Yeah, that's a good size for 2 people. Wonderful. It's also non-stick. Very good. This dough will make 4 of these. 4 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in quarters. Oh, bless you. Thank you. I'm going crazy. I'm allergic to pizza. Okay, anyway. So if you use a bigger pan, you got to cut bigger pieces of dough. What can I tell you? If you use a bigger pan, maybe you got to cut it in thirds. If you use a really bigger pan, maybe cut it in half. If you use a huge pan, leave the dough as it is. Okay? So, that's up to you. How thick you want it? How much dough do you want in your pizza? I want my pizza a little bit thin, but enough dough so I can really enjoy the dough. The dough is the main thing here. Dough's got to be perfect. Okay, so. Stretch it out real nice. I like it nice and thin. There we go. And then I put it right in the pan. You see how I do that? I put my fingers in the corners like that. And I push it in and flatten out the edges. If this is your first try in a pan pizza, you have to understand something about pan pizzas. They're backwards. That's right, I said backwards. Okay, so think about a regular pizza. How it's built, okay? sauce, then sausage. By the way, in our pizza, sauce, sausage, cheese. Very simple, very classic, okay? So, sauce, then sausage, then cheese. Well, in a pan pizza, it's backwards. You put the cheese in first. Okay. First thing we're going to use, nutritional yeast. That's going to give us the flavor of Parmesan cheese. Very good stuff. We sprinkle a good amount of nutritional yeast in there. And then we're going to use a vegan cheese. Now, this is my vegan cheese of choice. I have a couple of cheeses I like to use, but here's how I decide what vegan cheese to use. You got to check out the list of ingredients. Okay, there's the ingredients right there. And in the list of ingredients, there's going to be an ingredient or two that gives that cheese that stretchiness, that cheese, melted cheese kind of texture. In some cheeses, they use what's called lecithin. Lecithin is a protein for regular cheese. Lecithin is not dairy, so you'll find it in non-dairy cheeses. But it's that protein that cheeses use. Not the healthiest thing, so I don't want it. Hey, you can use a cheese with lecithin. That's fine. It's totally up to you. I don't. If you want to use it, that's fine. So that's why I use this cheese. It's a vegan cheese and it has the flavor of smoked provolone. I thought that would be interesting. I thought that would be good. Hey, don't skimp on the cheese. Now the sausage. Hey, this is, you know, the Impossible Burger from Burger King? Well, this is the Impossible Sausage. It's got a nice Italian sausage flavor, so I use it. It's nice. It's wonderful. It's got a lot of fat in it, so I wouldn't suggest, like, using it often. But on a special occasion, you make a nice pizza. You want it to be vegan? Use it. If you want to be almost vegan, you want to use a little bit of regular sausage, be my guest, okay? That's what it looks like. It's the Impossible Sausage. That's fine. Beautiful. And then, I have some homemade tomato sauce. Hey, if you want, you can pick up some tomato sauce, whatever you like. But nice, I like a nice thick tomato sauce. How great is that? That's beautiful. Okay, so I got my oven preheated. 375 degrees. Fantastic. In it goes. That's going to take about a half hour or so. I'm going to check it every so often. Make sure it comes out perfect. Should be nice and brown. That dough crust is beautiful. And it should be cooked all the way. It's going to be a wonderful pizza. Okay. Okay, it's been about a half. Oops. Okay, it's been about a half hour. Kitchen smells terrific. Like a pizzeria. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's check on this pizza. Wonderful. Look at the edges. If you can check out the edges, you see they're nice and brown. Beautiful. Nice job. That's beautiful. Look at that. Check out that pan pizza. Wonderful. Hey, this is the only pizza you're actually allowed to eat with a fork and knife. Otherwise, I never eat pizza with a fork and knife. But this is, oh, it smells terrific. Looks good. It's nice and cheesy on the bottom. And then you got the sausage and the sauce. And it's very easy to do. You saw that. Hey, Tristan, you can make this. You all can make this. All you guys and girls. Enjoy your pizza. Hey, if you enjoy this, you got to check out my pasta marinara recipe. That's an awesome video. Also very easy. And you know what? That pasta recipe has a fried egg on top. That's wonderful. Delicious. Okay, so I'll see you then. Tristan, this pizza's for you.